everybody, and welcome to the stream again. So it is my last day. It is the day when I hopefully will be coming out of isolation. I have my tests, so probably the first sprint I will be checking that to see if I'm allowed to go outside. I would like that very much. Small in here. Yeah, I've been struggling a little bit over the last couple of days to keep motivation and doing of things up. So I am glad to be here with you people, as you always help me keep on track. And we have some people in the chat. Hello, hello. Ah, Bright. Yeah. Daystar does that. One of these days, I'm going to get a better webcam and a webcam that will deal with the brightness, because this one, there isn't really any adjusting it. It just makes me look like the moon. That is what it does. That's what it does. Now I know I am quite white. See, I live in Ireland and I don't have a lot of melanin to start with. So yeah, I'm gonna be luminescent, but it don't. I think this degree of illumination is probably more of a webcam problem than a me problem. Michaela says hi, Michaela. Turning the brightness off. I just woke up. Well, maybe the light will help you wake up faster. I don't know. Turn down the brightness on your phone, man. Okay. So, what are you folks working on this morning? I have a diagram. I'm out of tables. It's good. It's good. I have a diagram to do, and I've got some writing to do. Hopefully I will actually be able to make something happen, because yesterday just nothing happened at all. Just no words, no progress. It was rubbish. But I'm hoping that the sprints will help me. Michaela is laughing at my luminescent face, or Hayden's reaction, or both. Hopefully not at my writer's block woes. That would be mean. Okay. I think that we should start as we mean to go on. Do the first sprint. Also, I'm dying to know whether I'm still shedding. So that's gotta happen. So let us grab our first timer. Video 5. Do. And here we go in 3, 2, 1. if you can see this, but can you see? It looks negative. Still got 5 minutes to run, but yeah, it looks like I'm done. I'm free. Because I got my positive test Thursday after the stream last week. And it's now 7 days. I'm now testing clear. I mean, I probably shouldn't go and lick anyone for another 3 days. But I go to the shops. I could sit and eat dinner with my family. Okay, so we've got lots of chatter. Oh, Hayden says, finished chapter 1 yesterday, quoted on Quotev. Posted on Quotev. Posted on Quotev. Oh, awesome! So it's up. We can go read it. You should totally post a link. A few friends have read it with positive feedback. The goal is to finish chapter 2 at some point today. Classes are cancelled, so today is a productivity day. Awesome. Good to hear it. Michaela says, I'm back on teaching my main character how to use her dragon wings. Hopefully I will finish the scene today, but it's a long one. I have a really soft spot for that kind of scene about characters learning how to use their abilities when said abilities are not something you generally find in the real world, because I think it's a really nice way of, as a reader, learning how it works and how it feels for the character to employ those abilities. I think it sounds very cool. Michaela is giving Hayden some encouragement, and we've got a Persephone. Hello, I recognize your cat. Hi, cat. Good to see you here. Michaela says, it's just our first sprint. You're not that late. Better be a few minutes late than miss it altogether. Not miss too much. Nah, you haven't. I jumped in quite quickly into the first sprint because I really wanted to find out what was going to go on with my test, and I can't really do that I could do it on camera, but it's a bit like putting contact lenses in. I don't want to gross anyone out. Doing LFTs is not actually, it's not very appealing. It would ruin my mystique, you know. As if I have any. More brightness. Yep. I'm really sorry, Hayden. Until I have a job, which I can't really do until I am finished with this thesis, I can't have a better webcam. Until I have a better webcam, you're gonna have to do with my face shining like the moon. Hey, congrats. Yay, you don't have the plague. This is good. It's a free elf. Yeah. Mostly it's freeing up the people around me because they don't have to bring my food and leave it outside my door. 75 words from me. Got stuck scrolling on Discord for a few minutes. Yeah, it happens. Should throw socks. Just be happy for me, okay? No socks. 0 words at a time. I made lunch. Lunch is also productive. Lunch is productive. Oh, sweet. So anybody who wants to go and read Hayden's story, chapter 1 is up. It is getting good reviews. Go have a read. Maybe leave a review. There you go. Now I just hit my brightness button instead of Control +3. It startled me. Yeah. Well, it's the morning. For you, it's still like, what, 5 a.m.? No. Wait, are they bamboo socks? Are they bamboo socks with nifty patterns on them? Because if so, I'll accept it. I like bamboo socks. They're nice. I'm not wearing bamboo socks at the moment. I'm wearing giant fuzzy socks. Giant fuzzy socks and shorts because apparently that's how I roll. And when you stream, no one can see your pants. Free socks, yeah, yeah. In fairness, I'm not going to turn down free socks. Free socks are good. Yeah. Sealskins. They are also socks that I will accept under most conditions. Maybe not just pre-worn, but like they're really good socks. 621, and there's socks. Free elf needs socks that are never matched because that's what free elves wear. I have long since stopped listening to anything J.K. Rowling says. No. The answer is no. I'm gonna dress like an elf. It's Tolkien or bust, baby. Gotta be like nifty Legolas Ranger gear. Yeah. This would be much better than a pillowcase. In fairness, very few people can carry off a pillowcase. Yeah. But if you're gonna dress like an elf, she's not the person to listen to. Among other things. Anyway. Here for Talking Jack. I could get the little pointy ears as well. I might do that someday for the shiggles. Last of my joy comes from cast throwing their opinions at her while she cringes. Yeah. Mm. The whole thing's very sad. But yeah, at least the caster sound. Anyway, I do like that we've got some good projects ongoing. We've got a chapter 2 about to start. We've got learning how to use dragon wings. Persephone, what are you up to? Are you doing work productivity? Or are you hardly working? Is it lunchtime? It must be lunchtime. I should have lunch. Oh well. Should have thought of that before I started streaming. Anyway, yeah, I think that we should do a proper long sprint and start working on some of those projects. Get into it. That's what I think. I think we should do that now. So I'm going to call up the timer. I'm going to switch out the timer. And we're going to go for 25 minutes in 3, 2, 1. Sprint. Hey, welcome back. I managed to get quite a lot of my diagram done, so I am happy with how that sprint went. How did your sprint go? Have a look at the comments. The last of my joy comes from, I guess, yeah. Okay, currently looking at the in-depth working of offshore oil rigs. Huh. What you're searching that for? Is that work, or are we going to hear a story about oil rigs? I think you could do some really good horror on oil rigs, because it's sort of that isolation thing. Hayden says, chapter goal: have Sinestro convince Michael she should be his advisor through reverse psychology while telling him not to trust his biological mother. Ooh, interesting. Tricky to write. I mean, it helps if you're inside one of the characters' heads. You got that sort of omniscient thing going on, but yeah, otherwise it takes some very careful language so that the character plausibly doesn't know what's going on, but the reader definitely does. Work. Sadness. I was hoping for Cthulhu taking over an oil rig. But, work also has to be done. Still no words. I ate my lunch. That is legit. Eating lunch is also productivity. No point in making the lunch if you then don't eat the lunch. Work thing. A lot of my accounts are oil field related, but oil rig horror would be cool. Yeah, you get it. Because got a bunch of people sort of miles out to sea. All it takes is some inclement weather, and it can be quite difficult to reach them. And you know what people are like when they're all cooped up. You could have a lot of ambiguity as to whether it's just people going a bit stir crazy or whether something's actually going on. I just learned we have less than 30 years before the Lord of the Rings copyright expires. Interesting. Well, I mean, set your watches, set your calendars, folks. gonna sell your fan works. In the meantime, I imagine that those who do have copyright are going to be milking it as hard as they can. Well, not the Tolkien estate, because they seem to be a bit more careful about that. But people who have bought the rights for TV and movies and such. Book 4, 2050. I mean, I'm sure people will use it, but probably in different ways. I don't think any Tolkien fan is going to trust anyone to write book 4. But given how much of the fantasy genre it's indirectly sort of inspired, will it make that much of a difference, really? It'd probably make more of a difference for other kinds of derivative work, like computer games and role-playing games and card games and stuff. It's like suddenly you don't have to have the license for that property, so suddenly anything that Tolkien invented is fair game for people who can't afford to buy the rights to things. Trust Stephen Colbert to write book 4. I like Stephen Colbert. I haven't seen him do anything relevant, but given that you say it, I'm sure he must be known to be a giant fantasy nerd or something. But yeah, And that's Lord of the Rings. That's the original. That's those books. It's the Silmarillion. Can't be that many years behind, can it? I'm sure somebody's going to do something with bits of the Silmarillion because, well, they've used everything else in big productions. We've had a Hobbit trilogy, but yeah, somebody's going to do something with the Silmarillion. He's an avid Lord of the Rings fan. He scares his wife. Yep. Mega nerd. Mega nerd. Awesome. Awesome. That brightens my day knowing that about him. Sad about the additions and changes that Amazon are going to be doing the new Prime Lord of the Rings show. Yeah. I haven't heard a lot about what exactly they're changing. I expect they're going to be making a lot of changes because that's what TV does. Yeah, and I get it because Tolkien spent an awful lot of time describing scenery and linguistics, and in a non-book medium, that kind of is stuff that doesn't really enter the runtime so much. The scenery's there, the linguistics are used, but yeah, there's always some clever schmuck who just wants to add an extra subplot because just to spice things up, especially in something with not as much romance as the as your average Hollywood fare. Always want to inject something in there. Play the Lake Town Spy in the Desolation of Smog. Awesome. That's really cool. I've not heard what they're changing. Just know it's Second Age, not based on anything he wrote. I mean, in some ways, that's not too bad. Use the universe rather than attempt to extend the canon past its breaking points. I can see why you'd go for that. Peter Jackson would have done a better job regardless. Probably. He's another super nerd. I don't know. The Lord of the Rings movies were great. I will accept that pretty much all of the changes they made for that were probably for the better. I mean, I'm a little sad about the Scouring of the Shire because I really liked that part of the book. I quite liked that it kind of dipped on the happy ending a little bit and went, okay, no, so you come home from war, shit has happened. But I mean, Tom Bombadil, they needed to get rid. They make Galadriel an army general. Another relationship thing like the Hobbit trilogy. Elrond's got to be more interested in politics than anything else. Politics. It's my favorite word. Elven politicking. Yeah. I think you just gotta approach it like anything you find on AO3. It's glorified fanfiction. And some of it's going to be good, some of it's going to be bad. Yeah, the Hobbit trilogy, I think, should have been one movie. I think that they could have just done it as one movie or a very short series, like Netflix special of a couple of episodes, but not like full movie length ones each. I think that adding the random romance subplot was a bit meh. Loved the music. Music was great. But yeah, it was just they were just over egging it a little bit, stretching it out a little too long. We should do that for the Cimmerillion instead, though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, some of it is maybe less amenable to film because it's attempting to like it's attempting to emulate sort of the histories and sagas rather than kind of like the kind of narrative that film usually follows. So would probably need more changes. But I mean, if they want romance, it's the most straightforward romance that Tolkien ever wrote is in there. Probably watch it, probably like it, but yeah, yeah. I'll write the script for them. Well, just wait 30 years. If nobody's done it by 30 years' time, you can do it for free. Lord knows I've read it 1,000 times. Yeah, I do not know the Silmarillion that well. Though I'm all about Steve Jackson extended edition, so yeah. Well, sometimes you just want to watch a movie that's like 15 hours long. I listen to music all the time. Howard Shore is a god. Yeah, legit. Maybe a Silmarillion TV show. Yeah, yeah, I could see that. I could see that. Good morning, Jack and friends. Good morning, Casey. What's up? I'm no longer plagued. I get to leave. It's all good. Hello, Casey. Yay! Yeah, we've been chatting about adaptations of Tolkien and which of them suck and which of them do not suck. And apparently, in 30 years, we all get to make adaptations of Tolkien because it's going to be public domain, which is pretty cool. Okay, I think I've wittered long enough and I should go back to doing this writing. Epics of my own. Alright. I am going to grab timer. 3, 2, 1, and sprint. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. How did you all do? So we got people saying hi to Casey. Everybody's saying hi, Casey. Everybody loves Casey. This is great. Hayden has been thoroughly distracted by Wordle and Quirtle. Oh no, they're multiplying. There's more of them. Hayden is, yeah. Casey saying to Hayden that she's already got the Wordle. Currently working on Quirtle. Never been able to get a Quirtle. Hayden got it 2 days in a row. Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Hey, Oscar! Welcome back. Good to see you. I got my diagram finished, so I'm feeling quite good about that sprint. How are the rest of you all doing? Are Quirtles being solved? What is a Quirtle when it's at home? How is that different from the Wordle? I am uninitiated in these things. It's gone. Casey saying, been able to get the 3, but not the 4th. It's currently my last guess on the 4th one. Only 1 letter in its place and 2 letters still floating around. So it's like Wordle, but with 4 words? Maybe? Is that it? That sounds kind of cool. Saying well done. Yeah. I also tested negative this morning. Look at that. Look at that. Oops. Yeah. I have no idea what either are. A mobile game with words? Yeah. As far as I understand it, it is a mobile game where you have to guess a word that has 4 letters, and you guess a bunch of words, and if you get the right letters somewhere, it will tell you, and that helps you to guess again. 582 words? Yes, get in. Get in. Oscar says, yay, woo. Awesome. Yeah, 4 words, 9 guesses to get all the words. 5 letters. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, yeah, so that is fun. And you got that one for the day, even if the Quordle is eluding you for now. Yeah, I've got my diagram and I'm happy with that. I do now have to start writing again. So I think I'm going to have to read some things to figure out how I'm structuring it, but yeah, we'll see how that goes. I also have a whole bunch of stuff to do, so clearing out this room and all the stuff that I couldn't do in the last couple of days, like getting laundry and such, because I couldn't really go in the rest of the house. A dozen or more words, so this has been so slow. Yeah, I get it. The last couple of days for me had been similar, just like I open the file, I stare at the file, I stare at the file some more. I write some words. I delete the words. I stare at the file some more. I close the file and try to do something else for a while. I come back to it. Stare at the file again. Yeah, you get me. Some days the words just don't. And on those days, you just gotta do what you can. Do what you can. If it's a dozen words, it's a dozen more than you had this morning. And hopefully more will come. Okay. I am thinking that because I am going to be getting out of here, doing things, I might just do one last quick sprint and close up close to the top of the hour because I've got so much to do. So much to do today. And some of it needs to be done away from the computer. You know what I mean? Well, the words need to come because the narrator has a cane. She's not afraid to use it. Okay. Yeah. I feel you on the words need to happen sometimes, but yeah. Some days you just gotta go outside, sit in the grass, have a nope day. I like that phrase, a nope day. I don't have time for many nope days at the moment, but my brain's been taking them anyway. Though at least now I can actually sit in the grass. Maybe that'll help. You got this, says Persephone. One sprint works for me. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Cool. All right. Oh, didn't get the Cordal. Oh well. There's always tomorrow. There's always tomorrow. And there's always the next sprint. So let's see how we all do. My last guess got me all the letters but the first one. Oh well, one day I shall conquer the Cordal. Yes, one day. Dream that impossible dream, Casey. It's probably not very impossible at all. You probably get it by the end of the week. I'm gonna see you all in 25 minutes. Get ready, stretch, save, hydrate if you need. 3, 2, 1, and sprint. right, welcome back from our very last sprint of the day. How we doing? Do. Hayden has a Quordle tip. You can make an incog tab, put in the words you have correct, and then keep trying. I did that before getting mine the correct way, just to see what the words were. Clever. I like it. Good life hack. Kayla says, happy sprinting. You realize that moment when you realize you can't write the scene because your character isn't defined enough yet for the reverse psychology to be successful. Michael's got another decade or so before he reaches that point. Okay, well, then there are lots of other ways to manipulate somebody. If the character doing the manipulation is on the ball enough. If you're saying that, but at this point the character maybe has a bit less confidence, maybe the manipulative character is sort of undermining them a bit and kind of doing the whole, oh, you're not actually thinking of doing that, are you? That'd be really dumb. I thought better of you than that. You know, that sort of way of making them go for something that they otherwise might not have. Just an example. Ginny, hey, really good to see you. Finally woke up early enough to see your face. Oh, and on the one day when I'm like, no, I'm not going to go to half two. I am actually going to stop at the 2 hour mark. But it's really nice to see you. I'm really glad that you were able to drop in and see us. It's always good to see you. Hayden says, hello, Ginny, how are you? Ginny's good. Finally made some progress. Killed what little confidence Michael has in himself to serve as king. Now Sinestro is basically telling him who to put in his cabinet as advisors. Oh, I like it. I like it. You've got a real head fucker there. Excellent. I have made some progress as well. I have started off kind of formatting the next section, figuring out what my headings are going to be. I'm feeling good about it. It's for a good cause. I mean, it's a story, man. The reader's entertainment is definitely good cause. No worries in shutting down. Just want to jump in, say hi, and hit the like button. Oh, that's so nice of you. Thank you. Thank you for doing that. And if anybody else here has liked this stream at any point and not hit that button to tell YouTube that you did like it, then please do so now. It does help with us getting found, with future streams turning up on people's dashboards so that they can come and meet us and chat about things. Always like to see more of those. And if you haven't yet subscribed and you're enjoying my stream, go ahead and do that. Maybe even hit the bell. Maybe YouTube will tell you when I am streaming. It's a bit unreliable, but if you're not in, you can't win. Michaela says 35 words. I got distracted. Yeah, it happens. But that's 35 words you didn't have before you did that sprint. So, you are still out ahead. Hayden says 6,719 words overall for the project so far. That is impressive. Well done. That's really good. That is super good. All right. What does my word count say? So for the section I'm working on, it says 4,431. So that's not too bad. I can't let it get too big past that because it's only one section, and that one's got a fairly strict maximum word count. So I'll have to be sparing, but hopefully with the tables I won't have to do too much blah blah. Anyway, I have to go and sort out all of the things I haven't been able to do in the last few days because I haven't been able to leave my room. I hope that you all have a very productive day and or week and or weekend, and I will see you next Tuesday. Bye, folks.